George, Ramblin Man here. Hope everybody's doing well. I am in my last couple of hours of freedom here before the governor of the great state of Georgia has shut us down. 6 o'clock today, Friday. Everybody in Georgia has to stay at home unless you're an essential person out there in society, or you just need to go get groceries or medicine. We finally got our stay-at-home order. I was expecting it. Georgia was kind of late issuing it, but they did. And it's such a beautiful afternoon. I had to get out and take a ride. It's a Friday afternoon. Just beautiful. I'm on Highway 136. Kind of west of Jasper and Talking Rock. I'll be going through this really nice little town of Talking Rock here in a few minutes. And then on my way back towards Cumming, where I live. But how's everybody doing with all this new lifestyle we have now? Shelter in place, work at home, don't go anywhere, stay 6 feet away from everybody. It's a new world, and it kind of came on us kind of quick. Take a break here and let you know where I'm at. I'm on Highway 136 going east, and I'm coming into the little town of Talking Rock, Georgia, which is like a little town that time forgot. And I'm going to be through it here in about 5 seconds. But it's just a little southern wide spot in the road. And that's it. But anyway, I think our company's going to be okay with our cash flow as long as everybody pays us like they're supposed to. I guess that's always kind of an unknown and with what's going on in the economy. But I think we'll be okay. I hope you're going to be okay. Kind of wanted to share a few things in this vlog of how I've adapted to working from home and being home and not traveling like I normally do. As many of you know, I have a job in our company. We serve clients all over the country, and I am on the road a lot visiting clients, doing projects. And I have been for the past 20 plus years doing that, and it's gotten pretty used to it. And really for the past month, I haven't been anywhere. I came back from Des Moines, Iowa about a month ago, the end of February, 1st of March, and I have not been anywhere since. It's early April now. So it's a big change for me. Just working from home, being at home. I know it's a big change for a lot of people. So I thought I'd give you a few tips on how I've coped with it. Maybe a few suggestions that you can take to heart, help you get through this period of not normal. And life is not normal right now. I'll tell you one thing not to do is don't look at TV a lot, especially the cable news channels. This coronavirus thing has gotten so political. Some of the criticisms I think the governors and the president gets are maybe justified, and a lot of it's not. And a lot of it's just really over the top, in my opinion. People out there tweeting and saying that there's governors and President Trump's a murderer and there's blood on their hands. I mean, give me a break. That's a little bit over the top. Have they done everything exactly right? No. Did we anticipate it was going to be this bad? Probably not. Should have we? I don't know. That's I guess up for debate. I hope the country learns from all this, and I think we will. I mean, that's one thing I did with our company. We put a plan in place of how we're going to work from home and how we're going to execute our business over this next few months, and we put the plans in place. I told everybody, look, we have a plan, we're going to execute it, we're going to come out of this a stronger company. And I think we will. And I hope the country does the same. I told my family the same. And, you know, it's my belief that we will come out of this, and hopefully we will be a stronger country and stronger people, stronger families, but we shall see. So what have I been doing here to cope with being at home all the time? Well, I did knock out a few honeydew projects, and I would suggest that if you're a husband and your wife has got a list like that for you, maybe attack those first before you start doing anything with your motorcycle. You know, get a few things checked off the list. Maybe there's a little reward in there for you, who knows. But I have done that, and you know, now's a great time to do some work on your motorcycle. It might be just routine maintenance, changing the oil, changing the spark plugs, air filters, upgrading, putting some new grips on, new seat, new lights, new muffler, whatever. I've really cleaned mine up, I tell you that. I have detailed it out, and I've been riding all day today pretty much, and it's gotten dirty again, but I tell you, I've got it cleaned up. There are a lot of products out there you can get that really help to keep your bike clean. I've done that. I'm in the middle of an LED light upgrade, and I can tell you, don't believe everything you read on the internet. I think Abraham Lincoln said that one time. That's something I've always remembered. You know, don't believe everything you see on the internet. But I went to Kuryakin's website and bought some LED turn signal light bulbs that said they would fit my motorcycle. Paid about $120 for 4 of them. And guess what? They do not fit my motorcycle. So I've returned them. Luckily I can get my money back, but so I'm on the search for turn signals now that will fit this Suzuki Boulevard. I do have a headlight that works. I have a tail light that works, a brake light. I've replaced those. Well, I haven't got the headlight done yet. That's my job for this weekend. That's a little bit more involved than the brake light. But I've been working on that. I'm really pleased with the brake light. It's much brighter, and when you use it as a brake, and much brighter as a tail light, running light, I'm very pleased with that. I can't find any LED lights for these daytime running lights, driving lights that I put on this motorcycle. This set of driving lights didn't come standard on this bike. I put them on as an aftermarket add-on, but I bought them from Suzuki, and I cannot find on Suzuki's website where they are, or how to get them, if they got LEDs or not, so I'm still searching for that. But hey, now's the time. You got a little time to yourself. I've had enjoyed spending some time out in my garage with my motorcycle, cleaning it up, working on this LED light upgrade, and you know, it's been enjoyable. Go through the twisties here on Highway 136 and kind of going up the hill here. This is one of my go-to roads. This is a beautiful road. This guy gets over on his side of the road. Thank you. Beautiful road here in North Georgia to ride, and man, today is a picture-perfect day to be out. Mid-70s, clear skies, just perfect. So what else have I done? Well, I've actually picked up a few books and started reading some books. I've always loved reading. I've found myself, I've gotten busy with my career, less and less time to do it, but I've got some time now. And I've always loved to read. I thank my mom for instilling that into me. Finished a pretty good book by an author named Brian Stevenson. He's an attorney. He went to some Ivy League school up in the north. I'm not sure exactly which one, but he came down to Atlanta back in the 80s. And he started working on a project with death row inmates. You know, making sure that their cases were solid, and if they weren't, he would help them. And he took on a case of a gentleman in Alabama that was on death row for a murder that he didn't commit. And he was kind of railroaded in to a guilty plea in the trial. Not a guilty plea, but a guilty verdict in the trial. And he was sitting on death row, and this lawyer took the case. It's a great book about how he basically got him a new trial, got him freed. He was not executed. He's since passed away. He was an older gentleman, but just a great book about how the judicial system worked, especially in the South, 20, 30 years ago. So pick up a book and read. That's always a great thing to do. Catch up on some YouTube videos. If you're like me, you got lots of subscribers, you follow lots of folks, you don't have time to look at a lot of videos, and on my iPad almost every night for about an hour before I turn in, I just catch up on videos, and I really enjoy doing that, keeping up with you guys. I got a drone now, and I haven't posted any videos on YouTube, but I've found some pretty good drone channels that I've liked. DC Rainmaker is a good one. If you have a drone, you're looking for a good website to learn some tips, especially with the Mavic drones. DC Rainmaker is a good one. Young 360, she's a young lady out of Hong Kong that really posts some beautiful travel footage with her drone, and just photography in general. So this is a good time, catch up on YouTube, read some books, work on your motorcycle. You just can't sit in your home office all day or watch TV all day, and that's all you do. Which is a beautiful view here. The mountains, Pickens County, beautiful. But before I sign off, on a little more serious note, as I'm speaking to you men out there, and a lot of times we men, we get caught up with being a provider in our family, of breadwinner, financial provider, and I've always done that for my family. Always been the primary breadwinner, and some people say, oh, Georgia Ramblin, you're old-fashioned, women work, and a lot of women make more than their husbands, and I guess that's true. That's great if it happens. I don't think there's anything wrong with being a primary breadwinner in a family. It's worked for generations, built strong families, and but if you're in that role, sometimes you can get really focused on your career and earning money, and you maybe put your family and your kids and your wife a little bit in your rearview mirror. And this is an excellent time, if you've done that, to maybe readjust your priorities a little bit, spend a little time with your wife and kids, sit down on the sofa, actually talk to them, look them in the eye when you speak with them, ask them questions, what interests them, what's going on in their life, and they'll really like that. I tell you, I'm all for getting a great bonus at work, or having a great year in our company and making a great profit and getting a share of that, and being able to accumulate things, whether it be cars, motorcycles, boats, whatever. But if that's what is your primary motivator in life, this is a great time to maybe readjust those priorities a little bit, and make your wife and your family your primary focus. All right, I'm going to get off my soapbox. I didn't mean to preach. But this old Georgia Ramblin man, I've been around the block a few times. I tell my kids, you may not always agree with what I tell you, but one day you're going to look back and say, wow, what Dad said was true. I may be here to say I told you so, I may not be, but just think about that. Okay, folks, stay safe. I hope everybody survives this.